With the current events around the world in 2020, there are plenty discussions about the topic of leadership on multiple social media platforms, including LinkedIn. There are many different point of views on what represents great leadership or what qualities make a great leader. Ironically, this coincides with my first book writing, which touches on many aspects of my career over the years, and one of the topics is on leadership, which I completed that chapter about 3 weeks ago. Many people confuse the difference between a leader and a boss. Well, let me help you with that based on my personal experiences. The truth is, you need to be a leader in whatever position you hold, and not a boss. I want to share more insight with you on my point of view on the topic of leadership. Here are a few skills that will be instrumental in being a successful leader. Let's begin. Highlight to your team the importance of mutual trust amongst everyone on the team. At times, you will be required to lead by example. Embrace it. Always have an open door policy to your team. Always utilize the word we and not I when addressing your team. Always ask from your team, never command. Always lift up your team, never put them down. Groom your team. Look what's going on inside each of the members and help them improve. Master the art of inspiring and utilize it on a daily basis with your team. Always be compassionate with your team. This is not a sign of weakness, but rather it's a strength. Show empathy when the time arises. Again, this is not a sign of weakness, but rather a sign of strength. All of the 10 mentioned skills are very important if you want to be a successful leader that will generate results and solid relationships. Regardless in what type of business you are in, always remember the importance of serving your customers' needs individually. Remember that a business devoted to service will not have to worry about company profits. Ask yourself, are you here for a dream or a paycheck? Depending how you answer this question will be a good indicator on whether you are a good leader or not. Here's another question for you. Are you committed to your vision? Think about that for a moment. If your team is not performing, you are responsible for the poor performance. You see, being a great leader means you are accountable. There are no excuses. You are accountable. During my 25-year career working for multiple companies, I have had the pleasure to work for only 4 great leaders. I learned from all of them very valuable lessons not taught in a textbook or in school. I have also worked for many terrible, I repeat, terrible leaders that actually had a boss attitude. I also learned plenty of valuable lessons from them on what does not get results. During this pandemic would be a great time to reevaluate your style of management, regardless of your position in the company. Are you seen as a leader or a boss? You might be asking yourself, well, Bill, come on, man. Then what is your definition of a boss? A boss is completely the opposite of all the things I just described about leadership. No one's perfect. It could be that you lost yourself over the years. Derailment occurs in careers without noticing them. This could be the perfect time to get yourself back on track for the reopening from the pandemic and come out stronger than ever. But remember, this change can only happen within yourself if you really want it. Think ROI. Wait a minute. Not that one that you heard thousands of times in boardroom meetings. Rather, this one, ROI, return on intention. Start thinking like this, and you will be surprised at the positive results.